In Endhiran, it's like I'm a visual effects supervisor. So generally, people doesn't know what is actually supervisor, what does it does. So in this entire project, so first director called us like I think December 2007, and so that time he called me and he narrated my entire story because this totally entire thing is visual effects oriented. So then when I heard that first time, my feeling is like it's some kind of excitement, and it's a more amazing, like because the story, the concept is very new and fresh, and it's wild imagination. That is one of the biggest advantage of Shankar Sir's direction. And the script, the screenplay, everything, it has come out very well, and some small fear also, because that kind of script is not been executed not only in South India, it's not even in India. So that is one of the biggest challenge for me to like how to bring that his visual, whatever he has in his imagination, converting to film. So that is one of the my major role, like to how to bring that entire thing into visually. So then what I suggested is like we have to incorporate few steps which is not we are not following in our Indian industry. So like first thing is a pre-visualization. So before going to shoot, so we have to do a lot of pre-production, and especially this film is almost 90% is visual effects oriented film. So then one major plus point with director Shankar Sir is like he is very clear what he wants, and once he fixes that, that's it. So he won't change at all. So that is one of the biggest asset for us to follow next step. So what he does is what he did is we requested him like we need to do this pre-visualization. Then immediately understand the technology. What is actually the pre-visualization? And we did one small test. That is I think if you remember in the film, train sequence where he jumps into the water and comes up and walks side and top of that. So in the train sequence, it's like that is one of the first test we did in the pre-visualization. So then we showed him like this is what it works out. Then after that, he is very happy to see that results and everything. Then we did entire film like 40 scenes. And out of 60 scenes, we did 40 scenes pre-visualization of that film. So then after that pre-visualization, what my part is like to divide that entire shot, like a VFX breakdown, visual effects breakdown. That is like if you see in the film where robot is the scientist is interacting with the robot. So in the first, the robot dancing and he goes and he does. So in that we have a lot of layers in one single frame. Like one is a layer means like each individual persons. So one first thing is Vasi layer. So where we shot Vasi in the green screen. Then second thing is Chitti layer, like where the dancing robot. So that is we have to create it in CGI computer. And some of the close-ups we have to use puppet, like live puppet, where the animatronics, that's called the animatronics, electronic puppets. So these are the division we have to break down. So after the VFX breakdown, then my role is to like to find out who is the best for what. Because some of the things we have in India, I did a lot of almost 60 to 70% of the work I executed in India, but remaining things which is not available here, so I have to go to other place of the world. So I have to find the talent who is best for this particular layer. So then entire film I have division the VFX breakdown, and then based on the VFX breakdown we went to LA and searched a lot of talents like Stan Vincent Studios and Tata Police and KNB. So these are the animatronics company. Then we chose like Stan Vincent is the best one. So that is the one thing. And then like other visual effects companies where we are not able to execute here. So like ILM and Phil Tippett, so Cafe FX, and like that, a lot of other Hollywood companies have we visited, and when we are showing to them our pre-visualization thing, so they are so amazed to see that from the India, this kind of pre-production and especially the concepts, it's like international concepts are coming, so they are so excited to work on that. So that is one of the major energy for us to go further. So then it's like after hunting the entire talent, then we have to start executing, and till the final like on location I have to specify like which are the angles, like when whatever the based on the previous angles I have to take care like all the things are on the place, like lighting, and I have to deal with cameraman, and I have to deal with director and artist, and including editor on the post production. So they all helped us. It's like a combined work. They all helped me to bring out this into the visual into thing. So then even the till final print, how the audience reaction, that is till that time I have to be there from the, it's like everybody, it's a 2 years project. For me it's like a director and me and editor and cameraman, we are, for us main team it's like a 3 years project, because 1 year is a pre-production. So that is a interesting one. Yeah, it's one of the interesting and excitement part in the overall film is that climaxing. So even though it has a lot of other blended CG, but this one, this particular climax is it's really challenging part, because its entire thing is created. It's nothing there in the, nothing is alive, like only the backgrounds are live. So apart from that, all the ball formation, combining the ball and snake and even the drill and catching the helicopter, including the helicopter is CG. So even helicopter we created the CG helicopter. So then going into the drill, going into the ground, and then the main thing is that coming out as a big giant character. So that is so this all are, it's like very interesting. Everything is a CG character. It's nothing there in the live. So while shooting, it's like everybody has the imagination. Okay, this is how this much height. So that's how we did. And for creating that, because this entire thing CG, it's very, I can say it's a thin line. Why either it can go like a cartoonish, or it can go like a more, we try to balance that. If we can go more realistic, but it's very expensive. So we have a budget limitation to work in this. So we have to balance such a way, it should not be more expensive. And in the same way, it should not look like a cartoonish. So we have to balance. That is a thin line. It's worked out very well, and everybody worked very hard for this. So in this actually, I've taken 2 supervisors' help from Hong Kong. So one is Frankie Chan. Actually, he is the one who supported me to entire climax. And beginnings, in the fight sequence where this character goes, and that designing, that part supported by Eddie. He's from Hong Kong again. So that's how, but the climax is one of the challenging, and it's worked out very well. We are so happy. Yeah, Shankar sir, it's like he himself, it's like very unforgettable for us. It's like we are so lucky to get such kind of director, especially for the visual effects. If you see that from the beginning, I can say he is a guru for visual effects industry. So he is the one actually given a lot of energy to visual effects area from the beginning, from his first film. I can say from The Gentleman, he tried doing that some small cartoon animation and coming out, and Arrow and all that. So from that time, then Kadalan is one of the biggest thing. It's a Mukabla song. Then after that, Indian. It's like all the line morphing and everything. Then it's like every step. Then after that, we came to Boys, and there are a lot of cartoons, and it's a fantastic job that where the 3D characters come in, and the Onion. Then again, a lot of that hell sequence and remaining crowd multiplication. It's like a huge imagination. Then Shivaji, that is one of the interesting one. Especially the concept, it has reached such a way, the skin grafting, making him white. So that is internationally it has reached very well because it's something new in the worldwide. So when I went for interesting thing is when I went there, US. So Hollywood, when I'm speaking to all this Hollywood team, like this is the one what we are trying to do, like Endhiran. So then I don't need to be any like introduce wise because they are already aware about our Shivaji work, and that was like really I cannot forget, like, so such a brilliant concept, and it's like our execution, everything worked out and it reached very well. So that is a one thing. And regarding about Shankar sir, is like a one of the rare person, not only in Indian industry, even for Hollywood industry. The thing is, what is the specialty is he has a multiple talent, like not only in the creative, he's a very good administrator, and he's very clear what he wants. So that is one of the biggest advantage for us. And one more thing, what I can say is working in Hollywood is easier than the working in here. The reason is like in Hollywood, everything is like we don't need to play as a multiple roles. It's like only director means he'll be more into creative and everything. But here we have to think on the everything. Like in the film, he says one-man army. He is a really one-man army. So he has to take care how the production, how the everything is controlling. It's like one man. He is taking entire things to drive. That effort, everything in India, that is a kind of system we have. So that is one of the biggest challenge along with the creativity. So, but in abroad, it's like Hollywood, we don't have. It's like one person is taking care of entire production. So that is one of the biggest challenge and biggest plus what we have Shankar sir here.